episode 6. No, 7, sorry. Episode 7 of the NBA 2K19 My Career series. Let's get right to it. Sorry for my voice being a little bit off. I am under the weather. But, still bringing you content you guys want to see. First time I've done this like a week. I'm going to try doing this less often now. I feel like it just gets boring after I want to do it every single day, so. But I probably don't want to do it every week. I'm probably going to do it every maybe 2-3 days, so. I gotta start doing that. But here we go. Trivia. How do I answer this? Go get my energy up a little bit more. One thing I always get confused about this new system here in NBA 2K19 is how they count when you are working out, trying to put your energy back to 100. There's no reason, like I wait for go. I don't know. Yeah, I know how to do this. It's so stupid. I pressed the button the way it tells me to press it, and it still doesn't work for me. I just don't care about these things. All I try to do is get my energy up. So let's get on to the game. We're praising Africans the Clippers for the second time in the last 2 weeks. And here we go.
This episode of 2K TV, sports analyst Bill Simmons, expert tips. We get you ready for My Team Unlimited.
There we go.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we go. Onto the court. We go.
Don't embarrass him too much tonight, AI.
Here we go.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Yeah, they're a lot of
This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So for the Thunder.
Buckets is in again. Every time I feel like I come in Westbrook's at the line.
And it's Buckets in for Roberson. And then for Los Angeles,
Yeah, my
Harrell
guy.
comes in for Gortat. And it's Avery Bradley in for Patrick Beverly. Taking a look at Los Angeles.
Westbrook hits his
Gallinari
free throw.
and Harris, your small and power forwards. Williams is out there with Bradley. And Harrell's in at the 5, down low. Steve, we're seeing a lot of big contracts that include a no-trade clause. Just how much
Riley
peace
hits
of
a three.
mind does that give a player to know that clause is in that contract?
Kevin, I'm so jealous. I wish I had a no-trade clause on a lot of my teams. Some of those teams I got traded from, I didn't want to go, and I think it does, like you said, give these players a peace of mind.
Buckets.
Understand
Can't
they
hit
are
for
in
shot.
control of their destiny. And then you can see sometimes it gets a little ugly when the organization wants to trade those players,
Oh,
but
wow.
they can't.
Well, it basically handcuffs an organization. They can't make the moves like the Knicks with Carmelo Anthony. They were tied up a lot of the times because he would say, no, I don't want to go to that particular team.
Yeah, and the Knicks, they only can fault themselves. They gave him the no-trade clause.
Right. Here's Adams. Noel in the corner. 6 to shoot. Noel sets a screen for AI.
Buckets. Nope.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Clippers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength
Harris.
to our benefit.
Williams.
Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Williams shoots. Cannot hit.
Shot by Williams, no good.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Buckets. Nice move. He'll go to the line for one more.
As he gets it off, that's 2 points. With a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Grant comes in for Adams.
Foul on Noel.
Subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. Here's Harrell. 9 points last game.
Harrell blocked.
Rejection by Noel.
Noel gets it back up there.
And stolen by Williams. Oh, and here comes Williams all alone. And that one, good.
In attack mode, pretty much
Well, he's
every
trying to
game
get back,
we see
couldn't they?
him.
He's doing
This
this one.
time, Williams getting it done in transition.
AI outside. Noel, a screen on Bradley. AI kicks to Grant. There's a screen by Noel. Shot clock at 5. Grant the pass for Buckets.
Buckets to shoot. Yes.
And AI with the basket on the assist by Grant.
Second made for
got
Buckets
5. Clippers trail by 4.
early in this game.
Williams with the ball. 20 points for him last game against Washington. Scott a screen. Bradley with the ball. AI picks him up.
Bradley, no.
Harrell dishes to Bradley.
Oh, no.
It drops
Yeah.
for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Alley-oop to the well.
And Dennett, alley-oop jam.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Back to Harrell. And
Harold
slams it
answers back with a dunk.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, no, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. AI outside.
Bucket to try again. Can't hit this
They get
time.
it back.
Noah, the Grant's right there.
And the Thunder lead by 4.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession. You won.
Scott against Grant. is Mbamute.
Bamute, no. Rebound
Couldn't get
buckets.
his first shot to go. On the wing, George.
George,
Over
jump shot.
Mbamute.
No.
George, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Outside Brent. And Jeremy Grant.
Grant called for a foul.
That is his first.
Buckets head to the bench for a second and comes back in. With his team now up big.
And Gortat kicks to Beverly.
Oh, what
Williams
pass. Williams right
takes it off
there.
the glass. Williams has got 6.
Didn't even know that was
Using
my
his
man.
athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch. Well, you talk about a professional scorer. That's Lou
Buckets
Williams.
for
The
3,
former
no.
sixth man of the year is instant offense.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Gallinari and Harris, your small and power forwards. And it's Gortat in at the center, filling out the middle. And AI comes to help. To the middle.
Blocked by Buckets.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass.
Alley-oop to George.
Give someone else a chance.
Love the attitude of Westbrook.
Great block for
Continues to
Buckets,
improve
and then
at
to
running the offense
Westbrook to
and
George for
finding
the out
ways
dunk.
to create opportunities for his teammates.
You know, Lou Williams is just getting more and more efficient year after year.
Yeah, he's starting to make threes at a high clip. A crafty finisher in the lane and tremendous at working himself to the line.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for Oklahoma City.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Harris a screen. Outside Williams. Pass to Beverly. Clock at 6. Gortat with the screen for Beverly.
Just doesn't
Beverly
seem to
now.
have it here in the second quarter.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after
Buckets through and it'll go line.
Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Last season, the Clippers had injury problems. 11 players missing a combined 264 games. Still had a winning
Buckets
record.
hits both.
Pretty impressive.
Well, the
He's been
Clippers
struggling with
had
free throws,
37
trying to work
different
on him,
starting
though.
lineups last season.
He's got
Gotta
7
give
early.
Doc Rivers a lot of
To a
credit.
16.
Yes, you do. And he gave a lot of the credit to his players. A lot of G League guys, two-way contracts. They battled all season long.
Oh, Gortat got wide open
With the
dunk.
stuff.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
Adams with the screen on Williams. Buckets passes to Westbrook. Here's
Patterson, 3,
And
got
that
it.
comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And OKC's lead is up to 15.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Beverly.
Beverly,
Misses
no,
off the
rebound.
right eye.
He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all
Buckets,
quarter.
hits a 3.
AI with the bucket.
Yeah, there's
His
6
first
points
made 3
on
tonight.
consecutive 3 balls. They're finding
And the lead is
holes
now
in the deep.
18.
Westbrook against Beverly. Gortat with a screen on Westbrook. The kick out to Williams.
Williams trying to answer. Cannot.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Buckets the
Thunder
other
lead
way.
by 18.
Westbrook on a nice pass for
Here's
Buckets. Westbrook to the basket and will go to the line.
A trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire.
Williams,
Finding
no.
grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
AI kicks to George. Screen by Adams. Here's Buckets.
Buckets will try again. Now that
And
time.
it's off the back rim. No good.
He is really forcing things now. doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking
Williams
up the slack.
box out play.
Shots good by Williams.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
George dishes to AI.
Buckets will go
Two
on.
free throws drew contact on the shot. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Clippers trail by 17. Williams for three.
Williams for three. Won't
It's
go.
rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Buckets passes to Westbrook. Back to AI.
Buckets, jump shot. Knocks it
Spin
down.
off the left rim and in. Buckets got 7 points.
12 for
the quarter.
Buckets.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Williams. Picked by Harrell. Williams kicks to Beverly. He got it up.
Beverly, no. Good shot.
There.
Defense for Buckets. And OKC Thunder have a 19-point lead at halftime.
The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarter. And the Thunder
Buckets
going with
comes
a
back
whole
in.
new group out there. And then for
This
Los
team
Angeles,
up by 25.
Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Bahamute comes in for Gallinari. And Bradley's subbed in for Williams. That's good from Schroeder. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
The 4 and the 5 are Grant and Noel. Buckets is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Abrinas in at the
Buckets,
The
three.
lineup in the game
Oh.
for Oklahoma City.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
The Clippers shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Scott the pass to Beverly. Five on the clock. Passes to Harrell. Fires for three. Shot's good from Mbaamute.
Nice shot there from
He's
Abalamute.
got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Schroeder kicks to Abrinas. Now, here's AI, guarded by Bradley. Now, here's AI. He's got 12.
Buckets. Nice
And
move.
it's
Just cannot
Bradley with the
finish.
rebound. Here's Beverly. And
Beverly
it's Noel
now.
with the rebound. Noel's got his fourth rebound in this one. Schroeder dishes to AI.
Bucket shoots. Can't
Thunder
hit.
with another miss.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Beverly, the pass to Harrell. Over Noel. The shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yes.
And that last
Abrinas from downtown of the assist for buckets.
For me being the impact they got from their bench.
Having that spark off the bench really helped them the last time these two teams battled.
Bahamute,
We'll
no.
see if it'll be there for them again.
Oh,
It's stolen by Bradley. We've got 1:18 left in the
Bradley,
third. Trains
yes.
it from beyond the arc.
Timeout Thunder.
Bradley's got 10 points.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Avery Bradley, a 6'2" combo guard. Not a bad ball handler, but he gets most of his shots by cutting without the ball.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Roberson in for Alex Abrinas. And then for Los Angeles, Gortat's checked in for Scott. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Mbaamute. And Robertson has it in the corner. Schroeder passes to Buckets. Adams trying to free himself up. The pass to Buckets. Noel in the corner. Back to AI. Goes
Oh, what a pass for Buckets.
Noel throws it down hard.
Good back and forth from Buckets to Noel, and Noel gets the dunk.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Harris.
Harris throws it
Slam
down.
dunk by Harris.
Attacking the rim, Tobias with a solid vertical to do this.
Out left to the wing. Lets the three
Buckets,
fly.
no.
He can't get that one to fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Bradley, yes.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
Oh, they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
Adams sets the pick for AI.
Buckets,
Got
no.
it in time, but it's no good.
Cannot get his shot to
It's
go down.
Oklahoma City taking a 19-point lead into the break.
Fourth quarter, here we come.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always
Pardon
by
my
State
assist.
Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now.
Buckets,
Patrick
can't
Beverly out
hit.
there with
Continues to
Frank.
struggle.
Then there's Harrell.
Buckets,
And
we'll
it's
try one more
Gortat, and it's
time.
Harris in at
Nope.
the small forward position.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Bradley, no one around him. Great look, but off the mark. The Thunder leading by 19 points. Gortat with the steal. Inside, the 11-footer. Bradley can't get it to go.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Shooter
Schroeder
now.
missing.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
And it's good for 2.
Avery Bradley is very comfortable from this range, making it look too easy.
AI outside. Pass to Schroeder. Schroeder gets a screen from Buckets.
Buckets,
Gortat with the
aw.
block. Harris outside. Bradley, that's for 2. The Thunder pull it in. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. AI kicks to Roberson. AI left side. Oklahoma City moving it around. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
And it's Buckets with the foul. That'll be his second foul.
Shit's so stupid, bro. Nothing. I'm wide open so many times, and still nothing will fall.
Now, here's AI. He's guarded closely. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Bucket to the line.
Just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. All different levels of playmakers in the league right now, but some guys, Steve, have an innate vision.
One thing that Bucky probably will be happy about tonight was
I
his
love
free throw
watching
shooting.
Chris Paul with
Much
his vision.
better.
Even Ben Simmons, a younger guy who can pass the basketball. DeMarcus Cousins is a guy who has great vision for his size, has a great feel for the game. There's just so many guys. Ricky Rubio is another guy who can pass the basketball.
Yes.
And Lonzo Ball, a young guy. Those guys have just that innate vision. They can see 2 plays ahead.
For 3, Felton. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
Bucket to the line again.
The approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
You know, when we talk about floor general, this is really what we mean. He was making the right reads, directing guys around, delivering passes that were on time and on point.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. On defense, Oklahoma City. To the paint. Here's Harrell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Got a piece of it. Felton dishes to AI. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic, a championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008, a great career as an NBA coach.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
AI kicks to Grant. Here's Buckets.
One more try, but Buckets won't go, and the box, but OKC wins.
As they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Frustrating shooting performance gave a Buckets, but, you know, OKC just got the win. On to the next one. We are in Charlotte. It's going to win.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Hornets in...
Here we go.
Have some fun tonight, man. Yeah, I've been taking flight.
Here we go. Start when I hear this. Let's get this game going.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer. Some changes for Charlotte.
I'll do some better job shooting the ball.
And it's Frank Kaminsky in for Williams. Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. Buckets comes in for Roberson. Chris, you played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable in a new situation?
Westbrook knocks it down.
Kevin, that's such a hard tightrope to play. I remember.
Nice shot there from Russell Westbrook.
You have to understand the culture of the team. You have to understand who their best players are already. You have to understand the style of play, and building trust takes time.
Kaminsky is fouled and will go on.
You come into a situation and you want to make sure that you're showing that you're a great teammate. And so usually in that area, teammates are saying, wait a minute, we brought you over here. We want you to be that guy that we traded for, the guy we just signed or recruited. We were a fan of you. Do the things that you do great. We'll catch up with you. So a lot of it starts with mutual respect, and that means mutual deferment. And then after, while you're both deferring, you're like, wait, we got to win some games. Okay, you be you, I'll be us. We'll all do it together. And kind of once you get over that kind of fine dance in the beginning, that icebreaker, usually that's when things start rolling.
Buckets.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Adams. Buckets is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Paul George, and it's Noel in at the 4 slot. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing, defended by George. Shoots from 12.
Kid Gilchrist, no.
No luck.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And George kicks to AI. Back to George. George gets a screen from Buckets. George passes to Buckets. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
Patterson knocks it down.
The defense looks soft.
The first assist for Buckets.
They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Monk with the ball. AI picks him up. Parker outside. In the corner, it's Monk.
Monk.
Drops in the tray. Monk's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Zeller. He kicks to Monk. From outside, off the mark. The Thunder leading by 8. And a wide open look for AI.
Hits a 3.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
First make a night for Buckets.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Stolen by Schroeder.
By AI. Noel in the corner. Schroeder dishes to AI.
Buckets, try again. Can't hit that time,
A
though.
three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Noel kicks to AI.
Buckets, nice move, but cannot hit.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far in this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Pass to Monk. Puts up a three. Paul George grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean,
Shooter
he makes
wide
you pay on
open,
those
knocks it
nearly
down.
every time. Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Monk, the pass to Kaminsky.
Monk,
And there's
yep.
Monk on the assist by Kaminsky. Monk's got 5 points so far.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
There's a screen by Noel.
Oh, Buckets dunks it down.
Throws it down.
And from the
Great
opening
screen
tip,
there for
they
Noel.
just
And
crushed
Buckets
it. Yeah, you see it
throws
now
it down.
on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Picked by Zeller. Here's Monk.
Monk
And the
blocked.
rejection by Noel.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's
Buckets, three. Nope.
Off target from three-point
Trying to hit that shot.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Monk, nope.
The shot by Monk is no good. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside, George. Patterson setting the pick for George. To the inside.
Buckets,
Swing
go
gets the
on.
whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Monk. The layup missed.
Felton on.
And so it's
Okay, so we're at
Oklahoma City.
13-point lead after 1
13
quarter,
points up
though.
at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. It's been a non-traditional basketball journey for AI.
Before coming to the NBA, I knew I had a lot of growing to do. You know, not just in my game, but who I was as a person as well. Playing in China wasn't the typical path here, but it's exactly what I needed in that time in my life. So there's some great basketball being played over there, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that talent come over to the NBA.
And AI was the first to follow this path, but now,
Yeah.
Greg, that the trail has been blazed, we could see many more.
And basketball is such a global sport and played in so many countries that it was just a matter of time before a story like AI's happened.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They balled out to an early lead.
Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul.
Damn.
So it's the Thunder now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Buckets.
Bucket shoots. Can't
And
hit.
Oklahoma City, no good.
How is that bad
Hornets
shot?
trail by 7.
And look, when you watch Zeller
Parker
play
hits
this
a
game,
3.
It's all about activity. Runs the floor extremely well for a 7-footer. And remember, he also registered one of the higher verticals at the combine the year he was drafted.
AI left side. Schroeder outside. Screen by Adams. Schroeder passes to Buckets. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back.
That was a nice
Adams on
shot.
the follow. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Parker kicks to Walker. Pass to Kaminsky. Lays it up and banks it in. Kaminsky's got 7.
Such an advantage for Kaminsky. He can finish inside with either hand.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul searching.
Nice pass again from Buckets. And his third assist of the night.
To shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Zeller passes to Walker.
Walker banks it
in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Adams with the screen on Parker to the middle. Stolen by Zeller. And it's Buckets with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
1:46 left to play here in the second quarter. Took him no
Kaminsky knocks it down.
Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Damn, I need to get his names right. That's Zeller, not
showed great
Kaminsky.
ability to face up and knock down mid-range jumpers. He's just now doing it more consistently in the pros.
Adams with the screen on Kid Gilchrist.
This time, nice pass for Buckets. But Adam misses a layup.
Zeller's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive outcomes.
Stolen by Buckets.
Momentum for them offensively.
Here's Schroeder.
Schroeder, nice shot. Won't go.
Grabs the ball.
Noel and a foul.
Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out. Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for
Kaminsky,
in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job
took away the 3rd steal for Buckets.
Now the fast break. George with the ball. Over Kid Gilchrist.
Ball George now.
No good. Hornets trail by 5. Got a piece.
Stolen again by Buckets.
By AI.
George had a foul.
Buckets good. He'll go to the line.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
The Thunder shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year. Only 72% from the line.
Now here's Walker. He's guarded by AI. Walker goes in over AI.
Good defense, the Buckets.
The Thunder leading by 8. It's George on the wing.
Oh, what the hell?
To the wing right side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd Gilchrist. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Schroeder hits them both.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count.
The Hornets have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. The first free throw is good.
Not a guy you want to foul. Walker's a tremendous free throw shooter and does a great job of getting himself to the line.
Kemba Walker hits them both. AI with it. And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Buckets.
Buckets. No.
Going, but it's offline. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, look, defense has stood out for you in the first half. It's like they're playing 5-on-6. What has been the driving force for you there?
Well, I'm trying to keep up the intensity. Now I want to make sure that we're not taking any possessions off, and that all starts with D. We can't let him get comfortable, so we got to keep taking it to him all night long.
So far, the intensity has really been there on that end of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the...
+5 for Buckets. Gotta get shooting better though.
The second half just about to get going here. We're seeing a tremendous game from Stephen. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And then for Oklahoma City, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Adams. Buckets comes in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Roberson.
Westbrook hits his free throw.
Well, great leaping ability, such a advantage in this game of basketball, Chris, when you think
good
about
steal there from Noel.
Who can control that kind of part of their game. Who comes to mind for you?
You have to go out there to look at that man, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, he dunks, it looks like a Nerf. He just throws it up there, the way that he gets up. How about Drummond?
Hard to get a ball.
Rebounds in just a second. How quick he is at getting that second step and going back up. When I think of athletic big men, I think of Andre Drummond as one of the most athletic big men that I've ever seen in my time of playing basketball.
So for Oklahoma City right
Westbrook.
now, they got Patrick Patterson.
Nice rebound there for Buckets.
And there's Nerlens Noel.
Buckets, nice move, and he gets his third bucket.
Now look at that. That's just a great all-around
play.
Gets
the offensive rebound, gets his layup to go.
Finishes strong on the putback.
Left side, Kid Gilchrist.
Gilchrist shoots.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Kid Gilchrist.
Oh, it's crucial for Kid Gilchrist that he nails these shots. Always working on expanding his game.
AI kicks it over to Schroeder. They set the pick. Lets it go with the three.
Schroeder, yes.
A three-pointer is right on target. Schroeder's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder. Charlotte's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Time now for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Raymond Felton. David?
After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. The season is still very young, but that is bad news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how the team responds without him, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gets
Adams, nice job and great offensive rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today.
Steven Adams has been a
discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
A force to the paint here tonight.
Down low, here's Zeller.
Zeller will go to the line.
One to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller. Cody has a good chance to be the best of all three.
Walker's checked in for the Hornets.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving it around. Screen by Adams. Buckets passes to Adams.
Adams banks it in.
Carries it down low. Adams has got 22 points.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
To the wing right side. Parker passes to Zeller. Back to Parker. 1:12 left to play in the third. And it's Kaminsky, top of the key. And here's Walker outside. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. There's a screen by Noel. Shoots off the screen.
Buckets.
And Oklahoma City again with the buckets.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
9 points for Buckets.
17. Parker, right side. To the right side. Kaminsky kicks to Parker. And it's Kaminsky, top of the key. Here's Walker.
Kemba,
it's
yes.
Good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
19 seconds left in the third. Outside Westbrook. Dishes it to AI. Outside Westbrook. The pass to Buckets. Here's Noel. Target from 3-point range. That will count.
Gilchrist, nope, and we head to the fourth quarter.
And here at
With
the end of the
OKC
third
up
quarter,
by
it's a
15.
double-digit ball game. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 15. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving, extra pass, attack.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Tony Parker is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hornets spot.
Bucket!
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. See, we have a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle them?
Okay, I'm gonna
Buckets hits both.
this because this is what
11 points from Buckets, go with 5 assists and a rebound time with 4 steals as well to go with that. Much better performance by Buckets.
Loves to hit you with the step back. Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip, or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that
nice shot there by
Bill
Chris.
And you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Who's on my team in the corner? What shooters in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else.
Damn it, that's all I'm going to play.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Poke loose. Hernan Gomez passes to Lane.
Blocked by Buckets.
Blocked by Buckets. From past the
Bucket fadeaway 3 knocks it down and ends the game. Oh, what a shot by Buckets. Well, that ends the game anyways. It was not really an important shot, but that's good where that went in. Well, OKC wins the game by 14.
Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and Dick.
All-time event.
That's a good question. My position, or I have to go with Gary Payton, Michael Jordan.
Next game against Washington. Probably the last one at night.
Well, I mean, your resume is pretty stacked, writer.
That's really...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey y'all, I'm your host Ernie Johnson. I have with me two of my dearest friends. Shaquille O'Neal.
Hello, brother.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Ken Smith.
Oh.
Pleasure to see
I
you
didn't know.
again,
I
sir.
thought you got to bring 2 guys out. I didn't know it was us.
No, you're my dear friends.
Thank you, Ernie.
Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they've taken this season by storm. Already great chemistry. The guys have their timing down. It's like they...
Don't you let antidote. Here we go. Last game. Open. Monday. On a weekend. Only doing nothing. There we go.
Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Perry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. They're just off a road trip in the Wizards. They're going with a whole new group out there now. Brent, we have bigs playing a different kind of game in the NBA now.
Yeah, it feels like skill is taking over, and even last year in the playoffs, so much talk for us about the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up center or a rim protecting
Jeff
center.
Green knocks it down.
These players have to be mobile. They have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able to switch out, most importantly, defensively to guard the most talented scorers in the league. So the center position is now becoming a more skilled position where teams take their best four-man and slide them down to the five, a la Draymond Green or sometimes Giannis with Milwaukee, to make sure that they can make the most impact while they're on the court.
Good example. So for Oklahoma City right now, Patrick Patterson is out there with
Buckets, knocks it down.
Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Abrinas in at the 3-6.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is
not
an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
That shot.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Noel sets a screen for AI. Passes it to Schroeder. There's the pick. Patterson, the screen. Schroeder dishes to AI. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
That Patterson throwing down of the assist for buckets.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
And Satoransky kicks to Green.
Jeff Green won't go.
Wide left. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Patterson, the screen. Noel in the corner. Back to AI.
Buckets
And
will go to line.
To the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Thunder playing with such energy, but shooting, not their strong suit.
No, one of the lower three-point percentages in the league as a team. The free throw line also last year, really weird. A big-time struggle for guys who had career low years from the free throw stripe. So tough to win big in today's game if you're not hitting threes and then not hitting the freebies.
Schroeder outside. Schroeder gets a screen from Buckets. Schroeder kicks to Patterson.
Patterson, 3. Got it.
From 3-point range. Patterson's got 5 points so far.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
Foul called on Buckets.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
That one misses. The Thunder leading by 6. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. Going into the first game of the season, he said, we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing it. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea, considering his explosive team.
Fucking steps back, shoots, can't hit.
Thanks, David. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside, Rivers.
No.
Rebounded by Oklahoma
Good
City.
defense from
They
buckets.
defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, terrific performance. Really synced on both sides of the ball.
Well, particularly on offense, they mixed things up rather well. They scored on all 3 levels.
AI.
Noel, nice pass for bucket.
Good. Noel's got his first basket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Schroeder against Satoransky. Wizards need to get a shot off here.
Jeff Green. Schroeder, nope. OKC up by 6 after 1.
Thunder lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the
years I've been trying to find.
Well, you can't win it
Bucket's
alone.
still out there. Begin the second.
Superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, to me, the story of that first period was their rebound.
Yeah, jumping out to a
nice shot there
because
from
they did the hard
Schroeder.
work on the glass. So you love the passion in the early part of this game that they're playing with.
Mahinmi is out there with Green. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Rivers. And it's Satoransky in at point guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Green against Schroeder. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often.
Both shots go in.
Playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second
They're wrong.
The second
They
thing that
are
we
wrong.
get, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about
Buckets.
communication, that's
Yes,
one thing,
what a shot there from Bucket. Pull up
you
jump
build
shot
so
and he
much
knocks it
sweat
down.
equity on defense and trust by knowing that
His
somebody's
second
gonna
make of the
be
night.
behind you, hearing that voice consistently, but positions on the floor where you almost develop play sets as a defensive team. Now, when you reach that level, that's the upper echelon, but that's when it really gets fun. To
Nice
be
block
down on
by
that
Buckets.
end, to shut a team down, to keep a crowd quiet. Defense always
The
begins with
third
great
block in the
communication.
last couple
So
of
many
weeks,
things.
games.
Rotations in playing angles. And having the guy in back, you know what you can do well, what you can't do well if you're ahead of him.
Well, that, Kevin, and also great teams who are adaptable to make
Noel,
changes on the
Schroeder.
fly. All of a sudden, a dead ball, coach calls out a different coverage. You want to mess up the team's rhythm on the other end, and 5 guys, they snap to it and can carry out that defensive assignment in one play call. That's great defense.
Mahinmi with it. Now guarded by Noel.
Green.
Green against Patterson. That's tipped.
Stolen.
And here we go. AI heading to the hoop.
Buckets will shoot a hit.
Good on the assist by Schroeder.
His third basket. He's got 6 early. And having his
Dennis
best
Schroeder would love to score
shooting
the basketball, but his
shooting
ability
first
to set
start
up his teammates
this
is
season.
also effective.
We're 75%.
Calls timeout. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Interconference showdown. You love to see clubs that don't play each other often go head-to-head.
Well, they'll meet twice this season. Tonight, the first matchup, so hard to know exactly what to expect.
And a new group in here for the
Buckets
Washington. They have
comes
made
back
7
in.
out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Austin Rivers, the 10th overall pick in 2010. Things didn't work out in New Orleans and found a home in L.A. with the Clippers, playing for his father, and now a member of the Washington Wizards as somebody who can come in and give him some backup scoring potential.
Abrines the pass to Buckets. He lobs it. Oubre with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Rivers. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Schroeder outside. AI right side. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Schroeder. And the rejection by Mahinmi. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Rivers.
Rivers, no.
That one, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Patterson a screen on Satoransky.
Buckets to try again. This time can't hit.
Good by Oklahoma City.
Well executed.
Don't know how that's a bad shot. That's straight on mark. Blocked.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space.
And we head to the fourth quarter. OKC up by 6.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after
halftime. What the heck?
Third quarter gets underway.
I was thinking, why was this guy? How did this game go by so quick? Never mind, I forgot. We haven't had halftime yet. We got to the second half. See, I'm so delusional thinking I know PLO, so forgive me for that. Buckets back in with the lead now 16.
Green comes in for Morris. Rivers, he's checked in for Porter. And Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Jeremy Grant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for George. Buckets, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Luwawu.
Buckets, nice move, he'll lay it in.
Then there's Dennis
cut to the basket, and he gets the pass.
And some guys just have
he's got 8
for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Here's Mahinmi. Back to Satoransky. He kicks to Beal. And they force
44-second violation.
Great team. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset,
oh,
Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Back to Oubre.
Alley-oop, nice catch.
The alley-oop, not to be. Good play defensively.
Buckets, we'll try 3. Won't go.
And T.I. missing.
Good try there, though. 4-7 try.
Knocked loose. Green kicks to Satoransky. The pass to Rivers. Mahinmi a screen. Off the screen.
Rivers, no.
And he overshot that one, missing.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range.
Oh, wow.
They're not going to miss those all that often.
Schroeder outside. Luwawu, the pass to Patterson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. AI dishes to Schroeder.
Schroeder hits the three.
Schroeder's got
a
two
great
now
pass
from
there
beyond
for
the arc
buckets.
in the third for Oklahoma City. On the wing, Green. Pass to Mahinmi. Green against Patterson. Green, the pass to Rivers. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Rivers has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Satoransky, good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
There's a screen by Noel. AI kicks to Noel. Back to AI. In the corner, it's Patterson.
Three.
And
Got
the
it.
Thunder, another three.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Wizards trail by 20. On the wing, Green.
Green.
Wants to get it to Oubre.
Oubre.
Good.
Timeout is taken by the Thunder.
Depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And the Wizards making a change here. Howard's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Abrinas subbed in for Luwawu Cabarro.
Oh, what a pass for buckets, but
I give the defense a C+ on
but
that
Adams
possession, but still, I'm sure
cannot.
he's upset he missed.
So the whistle blows
Play
on
it
the
in.
shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for Oklahoma City.
Well, you love seeing the backcourt stay active and putting that speed and quickness to use on the glass. They've gotten a lot of rebounds and helping to do whatever they can for the win.
First one falls for him.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:03 left in the third. Schroeder kicks to Noel. Schroeder dishes to AI. Noel sets a screen for AI. Abrinas the pass to Buckets. Now the feed.
Oh,
to Schroeder.
great pass for
Laid in with a
Buckets.
Nice touch off the glass.
Great
Schroeder's
luck.
got 8 points in the quarter.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Schroeder against Satoransky. From 8. Oubre can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Noel, a screen on Rivers. Buckets.
Buckets, no.
Oubre pulls it in.
Now you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. Just had a tough quarter.
And he gets the bucket.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
AI kicks to Noel. Schroeder passes to Buckets. Back to Schroeder.
Shooter,
Downtown.
3. Oh.
At the tip,
Adams
and it's
tips it
Adams on
in.
the follow. Adams has got 15 points.
And we enter the fourth quarter. Now we enter the fourth quarter with OKC up by 18.
Then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Wizards trail by 18. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Wizards. Green is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Howard. And it's Rivers. And it's Satoransky at the point guard position. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Howard.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
AI dishes to Adams.
Adams, nice move and a foul.
So it'll be a 3-point play chance. And so it's Washington with it. Rivers in the corner. A 3-ball. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 9 rebounds in the game.
Buckets. Hits.
And that one's good. AI.
I don't think the timing could have been any better, as Russell Westbrook does a great job of taking advantage of the defense.
Washington calls
timeout taken.
So interesting with Russell Westbrook, never really touted or championed growing up, but if you go to UCLA, you have to be halfway decent, don't you, Kevin? 5'8" stick figure back in high school, and came off the bench his freshman year at UCLA, and I just don't think anybody saw what was coming out of Russell Westbrook, but we're appreciating it now.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight
he just destroyed everyone the last 3 games as I shot there.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And you heard the story. Westbrook showed up for a basketball camp in Atlanta. His name was
Adams. Not that time, but he was
all
on.
4 hours before they let him in.
That story's hard to believe. Obviously not a blue chip recruit, and I don't think that Russell Westbrook ever thought about seeing himself in the NBA at any point. Was just hoping to get a scholarship, and that second season at UCLA opened up some eyes about just how athletic and explosive he could be. Here we are today.
And Wall kicks to Rivers over AI. Rivers can't get it to go. Thunder shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field.
Buckets.
And it's AI missing.
Man, that's a clean shot too. You gotta sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded by AI. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 5. Howard setting the pick for Porter. Shot off the pick. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Westbrook passes to Buckets. Grant with a screen on Rivers.
Buckets
he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular, and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14, having school and basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with
Buckets will throw it
down.
down.
Adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Here's Morris, kicks to Mahinmi. It's Rivers on the wing. Patterson defending. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Well, the problem defensively after Rivers gets a step is nobody sliding over in time to slow him down.
Out to the right wing. Here's Luau, guarded by Porter. Patterson a screen on Rivers. Here's Buckets. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And OKC wins.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over.
What a gift for a badge. Earn a badge in it.
Well before the final buzzer, the fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance.
Great game at OKC Web.
Tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg.
Hey.
Big win, fellas. You could not miss it. Man, I was on fire. Man. Keep it up.
Well, guys, we win all 3 games here tonight. All that were blowouts. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the My Career series. Should be bringing you another one in the next couple days. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to end this though tonight. And remember, guys, just keep moving forward. Pat Bucks out. Good night, guys. Peace.